Good day, everyone. My name is Arslan, and welcome to the third dimension. So, today we have an extremely important sort of an adventure that we're going to do. I mean, it's not an adventure; it's going to be an interesting video. When it comes to Revit, Revit structural and Revit architectural. I mean, both of these are tabs right here. Let's call them tabs. They're pretty, you could say straightforward, right? Um, but if you really want to step up your game, I think after steel, this is when the MEP and the systems and all of them. This is the you could say kind of the complicated thing starts when it comes to Revit, right? So architectural and structure, both of them are plain for if you have a little bit of experience with 3D and if you use Revit for about 6 to 7 or 1 year, I think you can easily master both of them. There's not um, anything you could say hard or undoable in both of these tabs, right? But steel and systems and most importantly, adaptive families is and massing and site. For example, excuse me, placing in place masses and all that. So this is when you really step up your game if you master all the other tabs apart from architectural structure. So, today is my first adaptive family tutorial. Adaptive families are an extremely important concept when it comes to architectural design inside Revit. Most of the designs, for example, let's just simply go to Google and let's just check this out. For example, we have the Tornado Tower in Doha. This is an example of an adaptive family. If you manually make this, is going to take hours. It's not going to be perfect. The elements are not going to be properly attached to one another. So we use massing insight, and within massing insight, there are you could say modeling tools that we have. For example, if we go to massing insight, if we place an in place mass right here, so mass 1. So this is the massing environment. As you guys can see, our our options and our everything has kind of changed. And we can even enter the massing by going to file, new, and conceptual mass. And excuse me. So this is even the massing environment, and I think it's more fun than this one, right? This is a bit, you can say, the kind of the colors and everything are a bit different, but still both of them are the exact same thing. In fact, you can even bring these colors inside right here. For example, if we go to the 3D view right here, we are on level 1. So this is the 3D view for that one, and this is the conceptual mass. So within massing, we kind of have a bunch of different tools. We have these model lines, reference lines, and we can place them, and then we can make our profile and then make our shapes. For today, this is going to be our first video from the adaptive family series. So we are simply going to model the tornado tower in Doha, and for all the other complicated things, we're gonna start with other videos, right? We're gonna include that in other videos. We're gonna talk about it in other videos. So, for example, if you simply go to Google Wikipedia and you write tornado tower, this is something which rises up. This is a tower inside Doha, Qatar, and it has a height of 195 meters and 52 floors. The thing with these adaptive families is that when the floors go up 52 or 50 or something close, it kind of lags. So let me have a sip from my coffee. So it kind of lags. So I don't want to go to 52 floors, otherwise the video would be boring. Things would start lagging and all that. So how about we make 1/3 of this, right? So we follow a scale of 1/3, and as you guys can see, but only occupies 32,300 square feet. So this is the total area it occupies, and the plot is 199 or 200,000. That is too much. And the circular footprint of the building with a 97-foot diameter at its base. So the base is 97 feet. Excuse me. This will again kind of lag our PC. My PC is very strong, but I want my workflow to be extremely straightforward. How about we decrease the scale by 1/3? All right, so 1/3. So let's quickly try to make the tornado tower. So for example, let's close this let's get out from our massing environment. The first thing we do is let's go to north, And let's set the floors. So over here it says that it has a 195 meters and 52 floors. If we divide 195 by 52, that's 3.75 meters for every floor. If we press UN and if we go to meters and okay, so if you press on this and 3.75. Okay, so this is something. How about we go to UN, we go to meters, we go to two decimal places. Okay, okay. So 3.75. So this is our first floor. How about we, we make 16 floors, kind of one third of the scale of the original building. Let's go to this. Let's go to array 3.75, and this is the number of arrays. So we already have two, right? How about 15 more? Or yeah, 15 more, fine. If one floor gets a bit here and there, that makes no difference. If you go to our 3D view, so this is something we've ended up with. Now, if you go to massing and site, we go to in-place mass, and yes, mass one, and we close out the two tabs. Now we're in the massing environment, or everything has changed. Let's go to level one. So the first thing, let's make a reference plane, sort of a center for our building. So RNP, RP, right? The two alphabets RP in your keyboard. Make a reference plane. So the first circle. Now, when it comes to model lines, when it comes to reference lines, both of them are kind of the same thing, but they do they do have their own functions, all right? And this is a separate video, but I can. When it comes to reference lines, you sort of have more control over the entire figure, and model lines you do not have that. For example, if you make a circle and you extrude it vertically upwards, and then when you change the length, the diameter of the model line, um, the diameter of only that face would change, and reference lines, the diameter of the entire structure would change. So both of them have different functions. We're going to talk about that later. For now, let's go to model lines. Let's go to circle. Let's just give it a 50 feet, because it says 97 feet diameter in the that thing, and let's choose 50. So the second diameter is going to be let's say 40, and this is 40 feet, right? Yes, and the third one is going to be 30 feet. Okay, now let's go to our 3D environment, and let's change the level of this. So this is, when you look at this, when you look at the tornado tower, this small diameter is not in the middle, right? It's not exactly in the middle. It's somewhere around the 60% of the entire structure. So how about roughly, if there are a total of 16 floors, we go to 10, and this one is going to be the final 16th floor. And excuse me, if you select on this and if you create, so check this out, guys. We have kind of made our tornado tower mass, and I think it looks perfect, isn't it? It looks fine if you compare it with this. Although this is 52 floors, so the scale may look a bit up and down. It may not look as accurate, but I don't want to, we don't want to slow down our video. So then if we click on both of these sides and we divide our surface, so we make this, this sort of curtain system, we install this curtain system. Now, if you go to no patterns, instead, if you go to rhomboid, so this is the system that it follows, right? So, all these structures are adaptive families inside Revit. Now, when you look at a skyscraper, where you know how the designer made it, right? For example, if when I didn't start to use Revit, and when I used to look at the shape of a skyscraper, I used to think that they manually do all of this, but you have to manually design each and every rhomboid, but that is not the case. So look at this, we have already kind of made the initial surface, and now the we have made this family, but we need another family, another adaptive family, which we would have to attach to this. And that adaptive family is going to be this shape right here. Um, for example, if we go to Tornado Tower, zoom, well, that kind of, yes, I want a picture that is extremely close. So this is it, right? This is it follows sort of it's not a circle, right? It's a rectangle, isn't it? This facade is a rectangle facade, right? So yes, it is a rectangle facade. It is not a circle facade. So let's go to file, new, family, and curtain panel based system. So this is the the rhomboid shape that we'd be making. Let's first of all click on this and let's go to rhomboid because we want this and we want this shape to match. Otherwise, they would not attach. You're gonna have different problems with your modeling. Let me have a sip from my coffee. All right, and in order to fix this scale a little bit, it kind of looks off. How about we select both of these sides and we increase this number? All right, 24. 24. How about this? Does it look fine? I think it looks fine, isn't it? Look at so check it out right now. There's quite a good difference from before and right now. Now, if you go back to excuse me, our curtain family, if we select on this and the first thing we have to do is we have to add a point. This is a completely different kind of workflow. If you want to learn the adaptive families, this is that's why I said apart from architecture and structure, if you want to step up your game, you have to master these adaptive families. This is when you master Revit. So now we have set that plane. Now, if you go to a rectangle, and can we make a rectangle right here? Yes, of course we can. If we choose this, and of course, okay, select on this and MV to move this down right here. Okay, done. And of course we have to make it adaptive. So di from this point to this point right here, and di from this point to this point right okay, right here makes no difference, and another di from this point to this point to this point, and set that to equal because we want the distance to be equal, right? So this is a constraint that we add, and another from this point to the mid. Can we choose the mid? So why can't we choose the mid in this case? Okay, now I get it. So there has to be a problem. How about we go to MV from the middle to this side? Okay, and now if you go to DI from this point to this point to this point, nope, so we selected the wrong thing. DI from this to midpoint to this and down. And where is that EQ that we are looking for? EQ, where are you? Where is that EQ, guys? Why can't I see it? Yes, right here. EQ, equal. This is the constraint. And now if you go to models, if we select on this, so constraint on what would this be? This would be the DEP, DF, the depth. Um, okay, depth. Why do you have to make it everything complicated? This is going to be the LENGTH, the length. Okay, so we kind of, we already sort of have control of our, so 7 inches by 7 inches. Apply and let's check this out. Our parametric adaptive family is already made. So there's a lot of things you can learn from this video. And if we just go to create, so check this out, guys. How nice it looks. We have kind of made our curtain system already. So do you get the concept? We make an in-place mass, which is the inside. We set the curtain systems, the curtain walls and everything, and then we make this adaptive family, which is the architectural facade. And then once we make this adaptive family, we import it into our original mass, and then it kind of gets repeated again and again and again and again according to the pattern that you have installed. So this is what adaptive families are all about. Um, so we kind of need a glass in between, right? First of all, let's select this, and I don't know why, but I love the color gold. I have no idea why. I'm in love with gold. So okay, uh, okay, let's try to. Nope, we can edit tab. Yes, now we have the materials. So let's go to materials and excuse me. I'm gonna install gold. So we're gonna have the golden tower. I love gold. I don't know why. Okay, the shining one kind of looks nice, but this is okay. Even this is bad. We'll change it later on if our renders kind of need that change. Now the next thing is adding the glass in between. So how about you select on this and create form? Yes, we have already made it a form. So check this out. But now the distance of this is going to be 5 mm. This is the thickness of glass, right? And the materials are going to be glass, glass. So which one should we choose, guys? Okay, and all right, glass. This doesn't look bad at all. Let's just choose this. And guys, we have already made our adaptive family, right? So this is the workflow that I'm talking about. Now loading the project. All right, guys. Once you load your excuse me, once you load your family inside your massing environment, you have to choose both of these curtain systems. And from here, right here, this is the family tree, right? So this is the family that we made. And now I hope the loading is quick. So these adaptive families, they're kind of heavy on your system no matter how strong your PC is. And guys, check this out. Our beautiful tornado tower is almost complete. Look at how beautiful we have made it. So this is um, the workflow I was talking about. We make an adaptive family. We install a pattern system. We load it in, and that adaptive family gets arrayed and repeated throughout your structure, throughout your mass that you've created. If you're able to make one of these skyscrapers, the workflow is exactly the same. Not exactly the same, but almost same. So you can kind of literally make all of them, almost all of them. So check this out. Our tornado tower looks very nice. Now let's go to finish mass. Now we have to make the floors of it. All right. So there are a total of 52 floors, as we saw in Nopes on this tab right here. Total of 52 floors. We have made 17 of them, right? And each floor is 3.75 meters, which is kind of standard. Um, okay, so we are out from that. now Now we have to make the floors inside according to the levels that we've made. So if we select this, mass floors, okay, and select all of them. And now we are making our mass floors, right? So our mass floors are already made. And now if you go to our massing inside, we go to floors. And if we select all, create floors, and guys, our floors are already made. So check out how easy it is. If we tab, and if we select on this Nopes tab, wait, let's go to shaded. Okay, and tab, and so our floors are created. Let me, yes. So why wasn't I able to choose this below? Because there were other things in between. So check this out. Now if we select on this, it is floor generic 12 inches. So our floors are already made, right? And it is the same workflow. For example, if we go to roof, we select the roof right here, create roof, and we have made a roof. So we started from a conceptual mass, we installed a pattern system, we made an adaptive family, we uploaded that adaptive family on the pattern system, and we have our final structure, almost final structure. So this is the workflow for, for complicated facades inside Revit. And if we click on this to remove our mass and check out, this is our tornado tower. So check out how beautiful it is. If we go to floors from here and level 1 rectangle, and let's go to the top, and let's make this so highlighted floors overlap, no problem. We can minus 12 inches, and it wouldn't overlap anymore because the thickness of that is 12. So how about minus 12? Why can't I type minus, right? Minus 12 inches, and now it's not going to overlap. Okay, so it went down. So overlapping problem is finished. Now they won't tell you that it's overlapping. So let's go and check out the rendered view of this, all right? And guys, before the rendered view, how about we make it slightly more exciting? Let's quickly go to ceiling plan. Excuse me. Let's quickly go to ceiling plans and let's make a ceiling right here. Okay. So this is gonna, it's further gonna improve our model. How about ceiling? Automatic is not gonna work in this. How about we sketch and how much? 45 feet. Okay, that looks okay. And left, fine. And the height of it, let's keep it as 3. And you know what? Let's even add a light, isn't it? Ceiling lights. So components and okay, this is the ceiling light that we just imported. So how about we paste this right here, and it automatically it became part of our ceiling. And let's array this. So 4, okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and array again, and 6. Okay, 8. Okay, fine. I think we're done, right? So now let's quickly go and check out the render view. All right, guys, and check this out. Look at how beautiful our tower has become. This is the golden tornado tower made within what 15 minutes. So check out how beautiful our model is. And if we go to our walking mode, and this is it, right? So these are the adaptive facades that we make, and look at how beautiful they're attached to one another. All right, guys. So this is the second update. Excuse me. I skipped small parts of the video because this took so long. And check out our model, guys. I am so happy with the final product. And these are just low poly elements that I added, and I arrayed so many things. I added lights and everything. And now let's go check out the rendered view. So look at what we have ended up with. Excuse me. Look at how beautiful everything looks, and look at our tornado tower. These are the the communication towers on the top, and these are just look at our golden facade and our corrugated glass. So this is the golden facade I was talking about. I added studio lights, and I copied it, I arrayed it throughout the floors. And look at what we have, guys. So this is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot of things from it. We have so many other adaptive family videos coming after this. I'm going to be targeting this one concept, which is adaptive families, because look at the results that you can get. So this is our tornado tower, and our facade. Look at how beautiful we have made. This is the golden tornado tower. I love the color gold, and look at this. So this is the facade, right? Look at how beautiful everything is attached to one another, and look at our environment. So these are the public washrooms, and we have cars and so many things. And this car is flying in the air. I think I need to fix this. So, anyways, but this is the final the product. We are in flight mode. So make sure to subscribe and like my videos, and stay tuned with us for more interesting and short videos, so that you guys could learn all these small tips and tricks, and you can learn things from our workflow, right? So have a good day, and bye bye.